Stampin Up Demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, and I do apologise. I am a little bit late, and the reason I'm a little bit late was I was trying to get all the names done to put into the draw to win the $100 shopping spree that I promised everybody during February when I was in the process of wanting to earn the next incentive trip. So good morning. I've got Margaret, Dell, welcome. Jill, welcome. Faith, welcome. Janice. Okay, so I've been madly writing names down. Hang on, I need to turn the fan on. I'm awfully warm since I've been doing that. I was rushing trying to get all the names done so I could put them in the drawer because I want to draw the drawing this morning of the $100 shopping spree. So while we're waiting for people to jump on, I'm just going to add people to the draw. So how it worked was anyone that spent any $50 increments during the month of February, I popped them all into a draw. They got a draw, an entry into the draw. And Jody, you're on here. So Jody, you're going to get some entries in the draw this morning. So to win a $100 shopping spree. So I just needed to add them. Now, if they joined my team, they also got an extra bonus 5 into the drawer as well. So we've got Lois B who did an order for me. So she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Lois got 7 entries into the drawer. Sandra W did a really big order yesterday. So Sandra gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entries in the drawer. Sandra should have joined my team. But anyway, we will have that conversation the next time I talk to her. Debbie R, she gets 4 entries into the drawer. So thank you, Debbie, for your orders. Margaret J gets 4 entries in the drawer. Thank you for your, 2 entries in the drawer. Thank you very much. Jody H, you're on here this morning. You get 2 entries for your order that you placed the other day. Now we have these people all joined my team. So we have Marina V gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries into the drawer. Lorraine W and a draw. She actually joined my Wild Heart Crafters as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Lorraine. We've got Bron J. Now Bron joined last night at 10 p.m. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Bron. And then we've got Diane S. and she joined last night as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries into the drawer. So we have lots and lots of entries in the drawer. So I'm just going to mix them all up so that all those ones that just got put in there this morning aren't just on the top where I'm going to grab them out. So I'm actually going to do the draw. I might actually do the draw part of the way through. Can someone remind me to actually do that draw? So I'm just going to shake them all up. We've got lots and lots of entries. Look at all these entries. Look at them all. So thank you to each and every one of you that have ordered and joined my Wild Heart Crafters. I can tell you my Wild Heart Crafters family has grown through Celebration, and I'm super, super excited for all of the new team members that we have during Celebration that took us up on the glass mat offer. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. Everyone's going to ask, the demos are going to ask, or the people are going to ask, can we buy the glass mat? Now, I have searched everywhere this morning, and no, you cannot. It's not in the store, not in the online store. So no, you can't buy the glass mat. The only way was to join our team. And I do believe that they're only going to make it available to demonstrators if they have some left. Not sure when that's going to be, but I will communicate as soon as I find out and know when it's going to happen. I will let you know. So that means that the only way that you will be able to get your hands on it is to actually purchase the starter kit. And I'm assuming if we're allowed to buy it, it will be allowed to be put into a starter kit this month sometime if they release them this month. So we're not sure. They haven't given us a definite date. They haven't even given us a definite answer of whether it's going to be available. So if I get any news about it, I will be sure to let you know. So let me see. We have Still winter there for you, Faith. 3 more weeks before spring. Well, I hope spring comes soon for you and you get out of that cold weather. I think I'm looking forward to some cold weather. We've had summer for quite a while and it's been a pretty hot summer here. So it'll be quite nice to get a bit of cooler weather, I think. It's starting to cool off a little bit, which is nice. Janice, welcome. Happy Friday to you too. Jeanette, welcome. Good morning. I've got a Facebook user, not quite sure who that is, but hello to the Facebook user. We've got Sue from Texas. Welcome, Sue. And Jody, welcome. We have someone from a private group saying good morning, Donna and Theo. Theo, the crafty cat, is not in the house. He's not here this morning at the moment. Good morning, Susan. Welcome and happy March. It is happy March. I've got a couple of Facebook users there, so they may be in my Global Togetherness through Stamping group. I'm assuming because one's from Tennessee. Kathy from Canada, welcome. Denise, welcome. From the US, very cold in the north in the US. Well, welcome. Hope you're rugged up. Lynn, welcome. Good morning. Thanks for the info about the glass mat. I will help you out if I can, but I don't know any more information. Welcome, Christine. Wendy, hello. Welcome, Lynn. Leslie, good morning. Jill, good morning. Is YouTube not working? It should be working. Let me check. Why would YouTube not be working? Surely YouTube is working. It should be. Let me see. Go to my channel. Go to my video. Live. Maybe it hasn't gone out there yet. It's not actually showing up there. Let me see up here. It should be. Let me see. Let me see what it says. Yep, it's on and it says it's streaming to YouTube. Is anyone else? Oh, well, there's people on YouTube. Leslie's on YouTube. Lynn's on YouTube. Yep, so it is working. So Jill, maybe refresh your YouTube again. Leslie's on YouTube. Oh, Jill says working now. Okay, all good. Yeah, okay. Everyone's saying that oh God. Penny's saying she's watching me on the big screen. I don't know whether that would be good or bad. Donna's looking on YouTube. Welcome. Okay. Good morning, Cheryl. Welcome. All right. So I'm going to do a fun fold today. So it's Fun Fold Friday. So my name is Donna Gray. I'm coming to you live from my craft studio in the Scenic Rim. And it is Friday, the 1st of March. I cannot believe that we are in March already. Lynn said that she spoke to Stampin' Up and they said it should be available soon. That's exactly what they've told all of us, but we don't know what soon means. We don't know the date, but I'm sure that there will be an announcement when they actually decide to make it available for us. Thank you, Janice. Janice says I look beautiful on the big screen. I hope I do. I'm not too sure about being on the big screen, but anyway, I've been out this morning. I've had my morning walk. It's been beautiful weather this morning. Patricia says she loves fun folds, so I'm so glad you're here, Patricia, because I'm sure you're going to love this one. This one is a super easy fun fold, and I've been playing around with it, and I absolutely love it. And I think you can do it with just about any suite that you have, any designer series paper that you have. So you will be really, really excited. Pinch and a punch for the 1st of the month, Donnelly. Welcome, Robin. Good morning. Christine, welcome. Okay. Let's get started. There's quite a few of you here. Obviously, a lot of people like fun folds because, wow, I've got quite a few of you on already. So you're obviously eager to get into this fun fold. So let's pop the camera down onto the desk and let's get into this crafting. So of course, sadly, celebration is over. So sadly, earning those free products is gone. Anyone that is a demo, we have earned celebration rewards. So celebration rewards will be able to redeem on the 20th of March, starting the 20th of March. So we get credits if we've shopped fairly well through Celebration, which we all have a good time. Now I'm using the Enduring Beauty, and disclaimer is, yes, it is not available to order. It says it will be available. The stamp set is what's out of stock at the moment. You can get the dies and you can get the stencils that I used back on Wednesday morning, I think it was. I used the stencils, so you can actually get the dies and the stencils. You just can't get the stamp set at the moment, but the stamp set will be available on the apparently by the 11th of March. Sometimes they come in early, so I will keep an eye on inventory and I will find out when it's actually going to be available. So we're going to do a little bit of heat embossing and things again today. Now I'm going to pop the measurements up on the screen for you. You're all going to love me for doing this. So here are the measurements. So we are going to have a basic white card base. This is our base, so it's just a 4 inches by 5 3/4 inch, and it's our thick basic white. Then we're going to have a layer that I've got, which is our Lost Lagoon. That is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. Then we have a DSP matte layer. Now I'm using the softly stippled Celebration DSP because I've got a lot of it, and I just thought it would look lovely on this card, so I've decided to use that. Now that matte layer is cut at 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. Then I've got a scrap piece of basic white nuts for my embossing and coloring. We've also got a piece of basic white thick here, and it's the Fun Fold panel. Now the Fun Fold panel is 3 1/4 inches this way by 8 inches that way, and it's scored at 4 inches and 6 inches. Yes, that is right. I was thinking, is that right? It is right. And then we actually have a little Fun Fold front panel here, which is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 inches. Have I got that on there? Yes, front Fun Fold panel, 3 1/4 by 4 inches. And that's what we're actually going to adhere our beautiful embossed flower. And then, of course, we've got a scrap piece of white basic cardstock, and that is just so that we can stamp and emboss and then color our flower. So we actually, I'm going to take those away now. So please, if you can take a screenshot or come back to the beginning of this video, you will see those measurements. I'm going to take them away because they cover up half of my mat here to be able to see. And while I was doing that, we've had, oh, Sue, welcome. Good morning, Sue. How are you going? We've had a few more people join. Good morning. All right. So I'm going to do the basic part of the Fun Fold first, and then we will get to doing our stamping and coloring as well. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to layer up these 3 layers. So this was our base, then we've got our colored layer, and then we've got our Designer Series paper layer. Now you can do this with any Designer Series paper you want. So whatever suite you're using, just making sure that things are coordinating with that suite. All right, so I'm going to pop that layer onto my Lost Lagoon layer, just like so. I love coming to you live every morning. I need to work something out for Tuesday morning so I can just do live every morning. But I do business training Tuesday morning, and it's a time that I'm on a business training call at the time that I'm supposed to be live. So, okay, so we have that there like that, and that's just our base for our Fun Fold, okay? So it's just a simple layered look. So as I said, you can use any Designer Series paper you want. Now we're going to take this 3 1/4 inch by 8 inch panel, and we're going to use our paper trimmer, and we are going to score with our paper trimmer at 6 inches and 4 inches. So I'm going to do 6 inches there and make sure we do the scoring. So 6 inches and 4 inches. Now that's going to create our Fun Fold section on the front of the card. So I'm going to bring in my bone folder. I'm going to fold at that 4 inch mark. Now at the 6 inch score line, we're actually going to fold it in on itself again. Okay, so we're going to create that. And that's going to be our Fun Fold section for the front. Okay, so, and make sure when you do those, you use your bone folder and you really crease them well, because that will give you the success with your fun fold when you actually do that. And especially this one here, the middle one. Make sure you really burnish that well with your bone folder. Okay, so we have that little working mechanism part there. Now that is actually just going to sit on here like this. So this is super cute and super easy. Then we've got a section here. This is our 3 1/4 by 4 inch. And that is actually going to mount to that fun fold section. And we're actually making like an easel card. Then it's going to fold down flat. So when it folds down flat, we're going to be able to put it into an envelope. And then when the recipient gets it, they're going to be able to pop it up and sit it up like that. And it's going to give you that awesome fun fold look. All right, so I'm going to use just a little bit of Seal Plus to adhere that white layer on here. So you only put it on that folded section, this one here, that front panel folded section. You don't put any glue anywhere else. You're going to line that directly up on top of that section and push it down. And that is going to create that easel fun fold part for the front of our card. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do anything else to this at the moment because I want to do a bit of stamping in there. So I'm going to leave that for the time being. The next thing what I want to do is I want to bring in that gorgeous stamp, that large stamp, and we are going to heat emboss with some white like we did yesterday, but this time we're going to do it on cardstock, and I'm going to show you a beautiful blending trick with this gorgeous stamp. So we're going to grab our Versamark ink. We're going to grab our embossing buddy, and believe it or not, I still have my white heat embossing powder in my embossing additions toolkit. So it's there ready to go. I didn't pack it up after yesterday. All right, so we have that. So we're using our embossing buddy to make sure that we have no greasy finger marks or anything on our card, any residue on our card that our embossing powder is going to stick to, because we don't want it to stick to anything that it's not supposed to. We're then going to take our Versamark ink and we are going to ink up this large stamp. I know there was quite a few of you yesterday that have never embossed on vellum before, so I hope you're actually going to give that a try. I hope yesterday showed you that embossing on vellum is not scary and it's a fun thing to do. Now I'm going to take that and I'm just going to stamp right in the middle of this because I am going to fussy cut it out. So I'm just going to stamp it down right in the middle there like that. Make sure I get a good stamped image. Christine says she can't wait to order the glass mat. So demonstrators need to know that whatever special they have for a joining offer, we always get the month before the joining offer starts. We always get that month to be able to purchase it. And I know some people probably didn't purchase it because they probably thought, I don't know whether I really want it. Maybe I don't want it. So that might have been why you didn't purchase it. But I think people are starting to realize now that it was a really great purchase. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more on bits that I thought I might have missed. Okay, so we have our white embossing on there, and that looks pretty good. Let's pop that aside once again. Now I'm going to bring in my heat tool, and we are going to heat from underneath and get that to emboss nicely. So please give me the thumbs up. If you love what I do, please hit the thumbs up on YouTube or like or react on Facebook, because YouTube and Facebook love it when you do that. And it just helps me with my Stampin' Up business to get my videos seen to more people. Okay, so you can see that turning white. You probably can't see it. It's a bit hard on white cardstock. But when you're embossing, it goes bubbly and then it goes smooth. Once it goes smooth, that's time to move on to the next part. You don't have to wave your heat tool around madly. I'm just holding it in one spot. The reason why I heat from underneath is that the heat actually does warp your cardstock, and I like it to curl down and under, not curling up. So it's personal preference, and also it doesn't blow your heat embossing powder anywhere. Okay, so we have that all heated and looking pretty. All right, so the next thing that I want to do is I think I want to use a combination of a couple of inks here. I want to try and keep in control with the designer series paper here. So I think I want to use like Lost Lagoon and maybe our Wild Wheat. You're all going to go, Wild Wheat, really? But I think it will look quite pretty to blend in with this. So I'm just going to grab two little tiny blending brushes. So we have mini blending brushes and we have large blending brushes. So the mini ones are great for doing particular blending. Okay, so when I say particular blending, we have flowers here that we're going to blend, and we also have leaves. So this is a different way of coloring, but it's a great way of coloring as far as getting the effect that we want. I'm just going to grab and I think all of my my baby whites have all dried out, but that's okay. We'll just use a dry baby white. So we've got a baby white ready to go. All right. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the small blending brushes, and I'm going to blend with the small blending brushes. I'm going to color the flowers. Sorry, I hadn't popped myself up in the corner down there. So I'm going to blend the flowers. Lost Lagoon was what I wanted to, wasn't it? There's Lost Lagoon there. So sticking with these, this color combination. Now I could even do a little bit of Pool Party in there as well. And believe it or not, I don't have a Pool Party ink open here because I had to buy new ones for my craft studio out the back. And so I I put my older ones out there, and then I keep the newer ones for me. So I'm just going to open that up. It won't have the label on it, but that's totally okay. All right. So I think I'm going to do Pool Party first. Then I'm going to go in with Lost Lagoon to be a little bit darker. And then I'm going to do the leaf area with our white. So now on the glass mat studio, we can go like this, and we can pick up our ink off our mat. And I'm going to blend off a little bit. Now I'm going to try and find the flowers here. It's a bit hard to see. So there's a flower there. So I'm going to blend. Oh, I think I might just do Pool Party for the flowers. Look how pretty that is. So you can see that it's coming up just by blending. And we can blend and get a really soft look in on those flowers. And then you wipe your embossing off and see how white your embossing looks. So let's find another flower in amongst that. Let me see here. There's another one right there. So let's grab a little bit of ink there, and we'll blend that one right there. There's another one here. So we'll blend this one there. There's another one, I think, up through there. Yes, there is. So we'll blend up through there. And then wiping away with that baby white to bring that white back again. Okay, where else have we got something? That's most of the flowers. I'm going to do the little buds because I feel like they should be, I think they should be the color of the flowers rather than the leaves. Those little buds. I think that's all of the little buds. Yep. So you can see how lovely that is coming up already. Okay, so it's showing up that beautiful embossing. Now I'm going to take my chamois that goes with my glass mat studio, and I'm going to wipe up that ink, and I'm then going to pop my wild wheat ink on my mat, and we will do our leaves with our wild wheat. So we've put a little bit of wild wheat there, and that. Okay, so let's, with the other brush, pick up some wild wheat. Okay, so we're going to go in with our leaves. So I'm just going to go in through there, through where the leaves are. Get a little bit of wild wheat happening. And I'm not actually adding any more to my blending brush because I think that's quite enough of the wild wheat. But it gives a really pretty look. Now, I know that there's people that have got their attitudes about our wild wheat ink, but I can tell you how pretty is that looking. Hey, Colette, how you going? Welcome. You're excited to watch. Well, I'm glad you're here. So now I'm going to wipe up that wild wheat. Ugh. Hang on, I get the other side of my chamois. There we go. That's got it. Okay. So we've got that. I've got wild wheat all over my hands now, but that's okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in that die cut and we're going to cut our flower out. So I'll bring in the cut and emboss with all of my plates. So we have plate number 1, plate number 2, one of our number 3s, and then we've got another number 3 for over the top. Now, when your plates warp and get a bit of a bow in them, turn them over and run them through the other way. Now, I've got to get this around the right way. Is it this way? Yes, that's the way. So now we're going to die cut this gorgeous flower out. So I think that looks pretty good. We will run that through. Hey, Debbie from Michigan, welcome. Thank you for sharing. If you share my video, it helps me get my video out to more people. So thank you to everyone that is sharing the video for me. All right. Now, I think what I'm going to do is to bring in a little bit more of that wild wheat color. I'm feeling like it's a little bit pale for what we've got here. So I'm actually going to use my Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to go right around the outside edge of this die cut, with my Lost Lagoon, just to bring a bit of a darker edge in. So I'm just going to pick up with my blending brush, and I'm just going to come in on those edges and create a darker look on the edge of that die cut. And that's going to bring in that nice Lost Lagoon look and make it not look as pale as what it was looking. So you can see this glass mat is really awesome. And I think the people that actually ordered the glass mat, and I'm going to do a little bit just in the center of my flowers, just to darken them up a little bit more and add a little bit more color. Just in the center. So, and then wipe it again with my baby wipe and bring up that white embossing again. All right. So there we have a gorgeous flower using our blending brushes and our white embossing as well. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp with our stamp. I think I'm going to say it's always been you. Will we do that? It's always been you. You mean so much to so many. I think that will be quite cute. So let's do It's Always Been You. Grab that onto a block, and I think I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon ink on a strip of cardstock. And where are we? Oh, I must have it out here. Holding you close in my heart. There it is there. I need to clean it off. So just with my Stampin' Scrub, I'm just going to clean that off. Okay. That's it. You mean so much to many. All right, I'm just going to stamp that large stamp in a little bit of Lost Lagoon just on the corner of this, just to bring in that look. And where did I put, there's my Lost Lagoon. I was going to say, where did I put my Lost Lagoon ink? So I'm just going to ink up just the corner of that. And whoops, and that just fell on the floor. Lucky it fell on my mat. Just going to ink up the corner of that. I now have, thank God that fell on my mat, not anywhere else. I've now got Lost Lagoon on my clear mat. Okay, wipe that up before I get it on the carpet anyway. All right, I'm going to ink up with Lost Lagoon again here with that sentiment. Oh, now my sentiment's ended up on the ground. What is it today? Let me move that out of the way. Now I might be right. Get a bit of room on my desk. All right, so that one. And I'm probably going to try and cut this down as much as I can. So I'm going to try and get that down as low as I can on that piece of white. And then hopefully cut that down a little bit to actually get it a lot thinner. And then the other sentiment I'm going to do, actually I might do in wild wheat in there just to add a bit of a different color. We will do that there. You mean so much to so many. It's always been you. And I'm going to grab, I think, probably one of the dies. Let me see if we have a little. I might just cut a little leaf out that can sit maybe in here. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll cut a little leaf out so I can sit it in there because we need something for that to actually rest on when we do it. So I'll cut that leaf out of maybe Lost Lagoon. Yeah, it's a lovely sentiment, isn't it, Julie? I agree. All right, so let's grab a little bit of Lost Lagoon. I'm just going to cut this off to the side because it'll take me 5 seconds to get it done. All right. So bear with me while I do that. Okay. That. Is there, let me see, is there some sort of little flower I can do? Not really. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stamp that again. I don't think I like the the wild wheat. So I'm going to do that again on a piece of basic white, and I'm going to pop it up. I'll use this die cut and I'll pop it up on that because I can't put anything under that. So I've worked out I can't put a dimensional underneath that leaf because it cut it out too fine looking. So I'm going to clean off that stamp and we might do it in Lost Lagoon. Actually, I could do it in Pool Party. Let's do it in Pool Party ink. So it looks a little bit different to the stamped image. So we're just going to ink that up and we'll stamp it down there. You mean so much to so many. And then I'll use this die and we'll cut that and then we can pop it in there and we can have it that it actually sits up on that. So I'm just going to run that through off to the side over here. That way. Right, so we've got that cut out. all my dies in the stamp set so I don't lose them. All right, so we've got that. And then I can pop that up, and I'm going to pop it up just above that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue on here, on my leaf. We may be able to just, yeah, let's do that like that. Okay, then I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. And that's going to allow our easel part to rest on it when the card's opened. So we'll do that. So I'm just going to pop that down as low as I can and incorporate that. And then, of course, see the easel is going to sit in behind it, like so. Okay. Now we're going to adhere this onto here. I might actually do a panel in behind there. That gorgeous designer series paper, I think on the other side of it. Is it on the other side? Oh, it has wild weed on the other side. There is a nice, this one. I think I'm going to use this side here, so bear with me. So I've got a 3 1/4 inch panel there by 4, so I'm going to do this one at 3 inches by 3 3/4. So 3 inches by 3 3/4, just to add a little bit of something in behind that white panel so that we've got our flower can actually mount up on it. Okay, so let's pop that in there, and then we can pop our flower on, and that looks so much better. I'm improvising as I go. Welcome. I've got a Facebook user. I don't know. You're obviously in a private group and you're watching from Ayr in Queensland, and you said that you enjoy my videos. Well, thank you. Okay, so we're going to mount that onto there. We're going to pop up our flower on there. I actually think I'm going to do, here comes the bow, everyone. Good morning, Daryl. Did you sleep in? All right, I'm going to do a big bow that's going to sit underneath this gorgeous flower. So let's do a big, big bow that's going to sit in under the flower. I want that to be able to sit in under the flower. It could even be bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Let me see if that's going to fit. Like that, and then we're going to pop our flower over the top. Actually, I want my flower to sit. Which way do I want it to sit? That way. There, like that. Oh, yes, that looks good, don't you think? It definitely needs the bow. You know me, definitely needs the bow. So I'm just going to, with my Seal Plus, I'm just going to add some Seal Plus across there like that, and I'm going to stick my bow into that Seal Plus on an angle, just like that. Okay, and that, and then of course this can pop up this way over the top, and then that's going to sit up there like that. How cute. All right, so we're going to add some dimensionals on the back of our flower. So let's add dimensionals there and some there. Take the backings off. Okay, and pop my flower over the top there like so. Pop the dimensionals in there. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm going to cut down this sentiment and we're going to pop the sentiment over the front. So let's cut that down with my little handy dandy paper trimmer, which is Lord knows where on my desk. Maybe I put it back in the drawer. Oh, I did. That was lucky. It's really good when you put something away. I was like, where in the world is it? Oh, it's in my drawer. Well, there you go. So I'm just going to cut that at an angle like so. And then we're going to cut that down as much as we possibly can. Let's try there. Okay. And that looks pretty good. We'll put that back in the drawer so we know where it is next time. Ooh, I think this is looking gorgeous. Okay, so we definitely need to pop that up on top as well. Lynn, yes, the weather is gorgeous here. It's a beautiful sunny day. Not too hot at the moment. I mean, it's hot enough that I've got my fan going here in my craft room, but it's not too hot. I haven't got the air on yet, so it's not too bad. But we're starting to get into a little bit cooler weather. Okay, so we're going to pop that across there like that. And that's going to sit up there like that. And then we're going to bring in our base wherever we put the base. Where did we put the base, everybody? I had the base here, and now I have no idea where I put it. Okay, anyone know where I put the base to it? I was so into doing all that I don't know what I did with the layers that I made. Nothing there. Nothing there. Well, now that's interesting, isn't it? How do you lose a whole base layer? Like, surely it's here somewhere. Maybe I've turned it up the wrong way and it's sitting. No, it's not there. Ah, there it is. It was in my stamp set. I know. It's very hard. Sarah says, I feel as though crafting is trying to find things in our own mess. Exactly. I mean, like, I knew I had it somewhere, but I was like, where did I put it? So now what I do is I actually lay that flat. I'm going to pop some Seal Plus on the back, and we're just going to eyeball and get that into the center. Now, the reason why I use Seal Plus is to make sure that it adheres really, really well. And let's get these flowers going up the right way, could help. Okay, so I'm going to stand up. I'm going to look at where I'm going to eyeball it for in the middle. Look at where it's going to go. And we're going to pop that down there like that. And then, of course, we're going to pop it up there like that. And there you have your gorgeous easel card. So, of course, we've got to finish off with some embellishments. So I think what I'm going to use is my trio pack again, my 3-pack of tinsel gems, and grab out, whoops, a daisy, and I just wrecked the case. Oh, I might use those 3 that are on there by themselves. And where would you think my take your pick tool might be in all of this mess here as well? It doesn't seem to be in my drawer. Nope. You would think it would be on my desk somewhere, but I can't find it, so I'm just going to use my scissors. Oh, wow. It's really happening here this morning. All right, so I'm just going to add some of these around. I think I might add a nice little embellishment here. All right, so we're going to add some of these. I think I'll pop some on the flower. Here. Might add a little one just up in in there, and maybe another one down here. Now, you could physically write on the back of this card. Okay, so there's room here that you could write on the back. You could actually write up in here if you wanted to, because a lot of people say, where would you write? I wouldn't tend to write on here because you don't really want to spoil the whole look of it when it's on display with some handwriting. But of course, we need some Wink of Stella. Okay, so let's add some wink on our flowers and leaves, just to take it to a whole new level. And then, of course, we'll squeeze a little in there and we'll spritz all over there. And, of course, spritzing in here. And I might even color a little bit in that flower there. And some leaves. And there you go. There you have a gorgeous fun fold card. Now you can see a beautiful easel fun fold card, but really, really simple. Like, honestly, it is such a simple, easy fun fold card. Folds flat to go into an envelope. I think you could incorporate just about any bundle with this design and get some gorgeous cards. So really, like, honestly, I tend to go for the easel fun fold cards because I just feel like exactly what it says. Easel are easy cards to make. It's just working out that mechanism, that mechanism to actually do the fun fold, and all it is really a piece of paper that is even, and then you halve the bit that's in there just to make that fun fold part. Interesting fun fold. Yeah, it's super, super cute. So hopefully you enjoyed that crafty session this morning. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. I am busy this weekend. I have my 2-day craft retreat this weekend. So I will try to go live at the craft retreat and show you some of the fun that the ladies are having hanging out at our 2-day craft retreat. I absolutely love going to my 2-day craft retreats. It's so awesome to be able to hang out with a big group of crafty ladies and to make new friends and to meet new people. So I'm really, really excited, but I've got a lot of preparation to do. So I need to get myself moving. I need to get my running shoes on today and get myself all sorted. And Leslie, yes, I will see you at retreat. So I can't wait. We will have a super fun weekend. So my 2-day craft retreats are awesome. You get about $180 worth of product. It costs you $220 to go to the retreat. You get $180 worth of product that I give back to you that is yours to keep. You get the stamp set, the die set, beautiful designer series paper, ribbon, embellishments, cardstock. You get a PDF tutorial. It's super, super fun. You can actually get a retreat in a box. So for anyone that is not local and wishes that they could attend one of my 2-day retreats, you can actually get a retreat in a box. It just costs you an extra $25 for postage for me to post it out. But it is a really, really great way to get crafty inspiration. I design 8 projects. I'm actually sharing the designing process with a friend of mine, Courtney Houston. So Courtney and I, Courtney's designed 4 projects and I've designed 4 projects. So it's super fun. You get the crafty creativity of 2 of us rather than just me alone. But yeah, it's a great weekend and I'm looking forward to it. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. And I will be back at 8 a.m. on Monday morning with a fun crafty live session for you. So enjoy your weekend. Hope you get some crafting. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you all again soon.